Real numbers. Topic 1.1. We studied that real numbers consist both rational numbers and irrational numbers. That is, every real number is either a rational number which can be written in the form p upon q, where q is not equal to 0, or irrational number which cannot be written in the form p upon q, where q is not equal to 0. Rational numbers are, when written in the form p upon q, are 1 upon 2, 3 upon 4, minus 5 upon 7. Further, rational numbers are either terminating decimals or non-terminating recurring decimals, which are 0.5, 0.825, 0.78. These are terminating decimals. Also 0.3 bar, 0.11 bar, 0.81 bar. These are non-terminating recurring decimals. These all are rational numbers. Now irrational numbers are √2, √3, √5, pi, 0.1, 001, 0001, dash dash dash. These are non-terminating, non-recurring decimals. Topic 1.2. Euclid's division lemma. If there are two positive integers a and b such that a is greater than b and b is not equal to 0, then there exists two unique positive integers q and r such that a equal to bq plus r, where 0 is less than or equal to r is less than b. Here a is dividend, b is divisor, q is quotient, and r is remainder. We illustrate it with some example. Let a equal to 119 and b equal to 2. We are going to put different values for b: equal to 2, b equal to 3, b equal to 4, and so on, and we will solve 119 and find the quotient and remainder. So 119 equal to 2 multiplied by 59 plus 1. When a equal to 119, b equal to 2, we get 119 equal to 2 multiplied by 59 plus 1. Here 59 is quotient and 1 is remainder, and we see that 0 is less than 1 is less than 2, where 2 is divisor, and quotient q 59 and remainder r are unique for this equation. When we put b equal to 3, then 119 equal to 3 multiplied by 39 plus 2. Here 0 is less than 2 is less than 3. Here quotient q is 39 and remainder r is 2, and remainder 2 is less than 3, which is divisor, and it is greater than 0, and 2 and 39 are unique for this equation. When b equal to 4, 119 equal to 4 multiplied by 29 plus 3. Here 0 is less than 3 is less than 4. Here Q is 29 and R is 3, that is quotient is 29 and remainder is 3, and these are two unique numbers for this equation. Here 0 is less than 3 is less than 4, where 3 is remainder which is less than divisor 4. When B equal to 5, then we get 119 equal to 5 multiplied by 23 plus 4. Here 0 is less than 4 is less than 5. Here quotient Q is 23 and remainder is 4, and we get 0 is less than 4 is less than 5, that is remainder is less than divisor, and 23 and 4 are unique for this equation. B equal to 6, then 119 equal to 6 multiplied by 19 plus 5. Here 0 is less than 5 is less than 6. Here quotient is 19 and remainder is 5, and we see that 0 is less than 5 is less than 6, that is remainder 5 is less than divisor 6. When B equal to 7, 119 equal to 7 multiplied by 17 plus 0, that is remainder is 0 and quotient is 17. Here 0 is less than or equal to 0 is less than 7. Thus what we find, whatever may be the number of divisor, the remainder is either 0 or less than divisor, and the quotient and remainder are unique for two positive integers a and b, and these can be expressed as a equal to bq plus r, and 0 is less than or equal to r is less than b, which is divisor. Euclid's division lemma gives us an algorithm to find highest common factor HCF of two given positive integers. Let us define HCF or highest common factor. This is also called greatest common divisor, that is HCF or GCD. HCF or GCD of two positive integers a and b is the largest positive integer d which divides both a and b. We learn it from some example, and we will use Euclid's division lemma to find HCF of the two numbers. Let us take the number 24 and 18. Here 24 is greater than 18, so we write 24 equal to 18 multiplied by 1 plus 6 using the Euclid's division lemma. Here remainder is not 0, so we proceed again applying this division algorithm using 18 and 6. Therefore 18 equal to 6 multiplied by 3 plus 0. Now the remainder is 0, hence 6 is the HCF of 18 and 24, which is the last divisor. Therefore, HCF of 24 and 18 is 6. We go to another example of finding HCF of 96 and 44. We use Euclid's division lemma to find HCF of 96 and 44. Here 96 is greater than 44, so we write 96 equal to 44 multiplied by 2 plus 8. Here quotient is 2 and remainder is 8. As remainder is not 0, so we will find HCF of 44 and 8 by using the same procedure, which is 44 equal to 8 multiplied by 5 plus 4. Again the remainder is not 0, so we move further using 8 and 4. Here 8 equal to 4 multiplied by 2 plus 0. Therefore the last divisor is 4, which is the HCF of 96 and 44. Therefore HCF of 96 and 44 is 4. We use Euclid's division lemma or Euclid's division algorithm to find HCF of two positive integers C and D, where C is greater than D and D is not equal to 0. Step 1, on dividing C by D, we get Q as quotient and R as remainder, that is C equal to DQ plus R, where 0 is less than or equal to R is less than D. Step 2, if R equal to 0, then D is HCF of C and D, and if R is not equal to 0, then we apply Euclid's division lemma on D and R. Step 3, we continue this process till remainder is 0, then the last divisor is HCF of C and D. We learn to find HCF of two numbers using Euclid's division lemma by some example. And our example is find HCF of 12,656 and 4,132. Here 12,656 is greater than 4,132. So we apply division lemma as 12,656 equal to, we use 4,132 as divisor and write 12,656 equal to 4,132 multiplied by 3 plus 260. When we divide 12,656 by 4,132, we get quotient as 3 and remainder as 260. Now as remainder is not 0, we continue this process and we will use this process for 4,132 and 260. Step 2, we apply division lemma on 4,132 and 260 as 4,132 equal to 260 multiplied by 15 plus 232. Here again the remainder is not 0, so we continue this process between 260 and 232. Step 3, 260 equal to 232 multiplied by 1 plus 28. Here quotient is 1 and remainder is 28. Now again remainder is not 0. So we continue this process for 232 and 28. 232 equal to 28 multiplied by 8 plus 8. Here the quotient is 8 and remainder is also 8. Now again remainder is not 0. We continue this process for 28 and 8. 28 equal to 8 multiplied by 3 plus 4. Again the remainder is not 0 and remainder is 4. So we continue this process for 8 and 4. Here 8 equal to 4 multiplied by 2 plus 0. Now we have got the remainder 0. So our HCF is the last divisor, which is 4. Therefore HCF of 12,656 and 4,132 is 4. What we observe after seeing all these steps, we observe that 4 equal to HCF of 8 and 4. This is equal to HCF of 28 and 8. This is also equal to HCF of 232 and 28. This is also equal to HCF of 260 and 232. This is also equal to HCF of 4132 and 260. This is also equal to HCF of 12,656 and 4,132. Euclid's division lemma has several applications of finding properties of numbers, and we will learn it by one example. Example: every positive even integer is of the form 2q and every odd integer is of the form 2q plus 1. Now we elaborate it. Let a be any positive integer and let b equal to 2. Then a equal to 2q plus r, where 0 is less than or equal to r is less than 2. This gives r equal to 0 or r equal to 1. Hence a equal to 2q when r equal to 0, or a equal to 2q plus 1 when r equal to 1. Now as we know, every integer is either even or odd. Hence a equal to 2q is even because it is divisible by 2, and a equal to 2q plus 1 is odd, as on dividing by 2 we get remainder 1. Therefore it is not divisible by 2, hence it is odd. Here completes this video. Please like, share and subscribe to this channel.